Welcome to today's 50-minute yin yoga sequence. We're going to be focusing on the full body with poses specific to the liver meridians to help improve mood. We're going to begin in a meditation, so if you'd like, coming to a kneeling or cross-legged position. If you'd like to release the calves, you can also use a rolled up towel or blanket, placing that over the calves and sitting back here. If you'd like, palms face up to receive energy or palms facing down for grounding. Allowing the eyes to close, shoulders relaxing down the back. And if you'd like, repeating a mantra to set your intention for today's practice. Could be something like, I am being present with my body, allowing myself to let go of emotions that no longer serve me. I am finding my peace. If you'd like, repeating this mantra for the next 5 minutes. And I'll let you know when it's time to move into the next posture. In the next few breaths here, allowing yourself to come forward out of this kneeling position, releasing the towel or blanket if you have that under the legs, and then tucking the toes under to come into a toe squat or toe stand here. Checking in that all the toes are tucked under, sitting back to the heels. Once again, hands to the lap. And allowing the breath to carry you through this pose, observing any heat that builds. As you're ready to come out of this posture, coming forward once again on the hands, untucking those toes, and gently tapping the tops of the feet to release any tension here. As you're ready, tucking toes once again, walking hands in and coming into a standing forward fold. Feet about hip distance, letting those arms dangle, or if you'd like, holding opposite elbow here. Breathing into the back body, maybe rocking head side to side, yes and no, releasing head and neck. As we prepare to move out of this posture, maybe taking a gentle rock side to side, releasing those hands, looking to the mat, walking them forward, and stepping back into a downward facing dog, taking a few breaths here, maybe pedaling out those feet. As you're ready, coming down to the mat into a tadpole pose. So bringing toes together and then walking those knees out apart, resting chest and forehead towards the mat, arms extended forward. Bringing awareness back to the breath here as you release into this pose. If you'd like, bringing palms together, reaching them towards the back of the head. Taking an extra stretch here for the next few breaths. As you're ready to come out of this pose, releasing the arms if they're up, and slowly begin to walk hands towards the body, taking your time, eventually drawing knees closer together and coming on to all fours, taking a few cat-cows as you arrive here just to open everything up. As you're ready, transitioning into a sleeping swan, bringing that right knee towards the right wrist, leg across the mat, checking in that the hips are parallel here, and on an exhale, releasing forward, resting forehead on stacked arms. If there is any uncomfortability through that front knee, bringing the foot closer to the body, allowing yourself to completely relax into this pose. If you notice the leg falling asleep, making any modifications here. As you're ready to transition out of this pose, maybe rocking the head side to side, massaging the forehead, softening the face. Begin to walk the hands in towards the body, slowly making your way to all fours. And then circling that leg a few times towards the inside, and then a few times in the opposite direction, releasing the hip here. As you're ready, transitioning to the opposite side, left knee towards the wrist, laying that shin across the mat, untucking the back toes, checking in with the pelvis, sinking towards the mat, keeping hips parallel, and then releasing forward, allowing the eyes to close, softening the jaw. So ready to come out of this pose. Once again, maybe rocking head side to side. Slowly begin to walk the hands in towards the body, making your way to all fours. And as you're ready, circling that knee in either direction, releasing the hip here. Coming into our next posture, coming to face lengthways on your mat, extending both legs out to either side, and then bending the right knee, bringing foot towards the inside of the left thigh. Coming into a side body stretch, supporting the neck here as you come over. So if it's too far of a reach with the elbow on the ground, you can bring that elbow up onto the upper leg. Bringing the right hand either towards the side of the hip or reaching around the back body to keep the chest open and lifted. Continue allowing the weight of the head to rest in the hand as you reach that right arm out to the side, using that left hand to press the head and neck back up. As you're ready, exhaling, walking arms forward, folding forward, rounding through the back body, and then either letting head and neck hang heavy here, or supporting the head with stacked fists or arms, or resting towards the ground. Keeping that extended foot flexed. Next inhale, begin to walk the hands in towards the body, carefully bending both knees here, feet wide apart, hands behind you. Windshield wiping the legs side to side, releasing the hips. And coming onto the opposite side, extending legs once again, bending the opposite knee, foot into the inner thigh, supporting the head and neck completely with that inner arm and hand, resting the elbow either to the inner thigh or on the leg. Opposite arm reaching to either hip here, allowing the body to completely relax over to the side. As you're ready to come out of this stretch, releasing that arm that's behind you, using that hand to press the head and neck all the way back up with support. And then exhale as you walk arms forward, releasing head and neck down, either resting here with head hanging or using the arms or the floor for support. Breathing into the back body. As you're ready to come out of this pose on an inhale, slowly walking those hands back into the body, carefully bending the knees, bringing the feet wide, hands behind you, windshield wipering the legs side to side. Taking a moment to release the head and neck here, coming to a comfortable cross-legged position, hands to the knees, releasing right ear towards the right shoulder, tracing the chin across the chest, left ear over to the left shoulder, and then continue doing this a few times back and forth, pausing if there's any areas of tension through the neck. And as you're ready, head and neck coming back up, making your way onto your back for our lying down sequence. Coming into a supported fish pose, using that rolled up towel or blanket, placing it under your back body, beneath your upper back, just below the armpits, across the shoulder blades. And then you can either rest arms by your sides or overhead, elbows bent. You can either keep knees bent, resting on each other, or legs extended, heels together, toes apart. As you're ready to come out of this pose, maybe gently wiggling fingers and toes, preparing for movement, bending the knees, reaching that right arm overhead, rolling onto your side, sliding that towel or blanket out from your back, and then coming onto your back body once again, heel toe the feet apart, letting knees rest towards each other. And either staying there, or if you'd like, coming into a Savasana just for a moment, releasing the back body. On an exhale, drawing one knee into the body, I like rolling the ankle in either direction, releasing it here. And on an exhale, twisting, drawing that knee across the body, opposite arm reaching out at shoulder height, looking over that shoulder. Relax into the twist. As you're ready to come out of this twist, looking back towards the ceiling, drawing that knee back to center, hugging it in once again, and then releasing the leg out here. On an exhale, drawing opposite knee into the chest, hugging that leg in close, maybe rolling ankle in either direction. And on an exhale, twisting that knee across the body, opposite arm reaching out at shoulder height, palm face up, looking over the shoulder and releasing into the twist. As you're ready to come out of this pose, looking back to the ceiling, hugging both knees into the chest this time, maybe rocking side to side, releasing the back body. Give yourself a little massage here. And as you rock side to side, bringing those hands under the low back for support, coming into a modified legs up the wall pose. If you have a wall nearby, feel free to use that to allow yourself to completely rest in this posture. Letting the feet, the ankles, the knees all keep a slight bend, relaxed here. As you're ready to come out of this pose, exhaling, slowly bending knees back into the chest, rocking side to side to release those hands from under you, and making your way into our final resting pose, Savasana. If you have a blanket or a towel, feel free to use it here to keep the body warm. If you'd like, coming back to that intention or mantra that you set at the beginning of class, repeating it a few times, letting go of any emotions that no longer serve you, finding a space of peace. Allowing yourself to rest here for the next few moments, knowing that I'll be here to guide you back out, although if you'd like, staying here as long as you need to. next inhale, begin to wiggle fingers and toes, maybe rocking the head side to side, bending the knees, reaching right arm overhead, and rolling onto your side, taking a few moments here. As you're ready, pressing yourself back into a comfortable seated position, inhaling those arms overhead, exhaling palms together in front of the chest, sealing your practice. Namaste.